Nikita, you can announce the first presenter.
Hello, good afternoon to all the jury members and the presenters. Yes, the category is best digital strategy, and the duration will be 10 minutes per presentation. Starting with the first presentation, the entry ID is 930 Oreo. Over to the presenter.
Give me a minute to set up. Share with sound. Let me know if my notes are visible.
No, not now.
Okay. I'm good to go. Let me know when to start.
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Good afternoon, jury members. This is Vipul, and today I will take you through how Oreo silenced a nation of billions with actually बोलते नहीं है, देखते हैं. Let me start by asking you a few questions. Have you stopped walking अगर कोई काली बिल्ली आपका रास्ता काट जाती है? I am sure this is every Indian mom if they see you cut nails post evening. Total kalesh. Also, palm itching means you are about to get rich, huh? या ना खुजली आ रही है ना पैसा. If you could relate to any of this, badai ho. We are part of 61% Indians who believe in superstitions. And when it comes to India's religion, cricket, some of us take these superstitions to another level. A whole another level. We as a nation are loud. Even louder this time as India was hosting the World Cup after 12 long years. Not only us, brands and competition didn't shy away or hold back from cheering for Team India, creating unwanted stress for the entire nation and the players. Oreo, India's legacy cookie brand, known to connect India through its playfulness, saw this as an opportunity to stand out in a highly penetrated but a cluttered biscuit category. We took it on us to turn business and an entire nation's pressure into playful business. So, we decided to combine India's love for cricket with India's belief in superstition to support the team chances of bringing the cup home. That's when it hit us. याद है नानी भी कहती है कोई काम होने से पहले उसके बारे में ढिंडोरा मत पीटो नजर लगती है. But without ICC sponsorships or stadium rights, how and why will Indians listen to us?
एक बात याद रखना, ओरियो बोला मत बोल.
We got none other than Mr. Captain Cool to convince billions of cricket fanatic Indians to be silent and keep their cool. Oreo bola mad bol. Catching live cricket or catching up on discussions, binging on highlights or snacking during matches. Our playful mission was to spread Oreo and Dhoni's counterculture belief to every corner of India by marrying multiple digital media touchpoints and consumer behavior of cricket watching Indians. Live updates to highlights, cricket controversies to conversations, national to regional news, messaging apps to even food delivery apps. We used our digital media and a counterculture strategy approach to let silence do the talking at every touch point to keep Indians away from jinxing it. Now begin the real media disruption. We started by sharing a belief with India's largest reach providers, YouTube and Meta, a week before the World Cup. On match day, we hijacked Hotstar to play jinx disclaimers before every Indian match. Every time things were on the edge during matches, our media reminded India to stay silent.
This message is issued in interest of Team India. Oreo bola, mat bol.
Next morning, when TOI joined a belief, it created a loud noise. Even England's ex-captain, Owen Morgan, couldn't stop himself from sharing it on Twitter. Seeing TOI doing this, even regional news contextualized our belief in their own playful way. Our silence was slowly starting to reach the masses. Our digital efforts reached beyond YouTube. It even got integrated on daily soaps and India's top news channels organically. From gully cricket groups to online meme pages, our campaign made the entire nation go from "How was that?" to "Let's not say that." We ambushed every Indian match on India's top cricket news and live updates app, ESPN Cricinfo, with interactive polls for constantly hammering our mantra. We also utilized Bobble's AI keyboard to hijack every keyword that could jinx India's winning chances. As India kept winning on field, our belief kept trending on Twitter. Food orders spiked 2x during match hours. So we delivered in-app and social integrations with Swiggy, which ensured every order served had a fresh mud bowl reminder. From news channels, daily soaps, ex-players, brands to even fans inside the stadium, our mantra spread beyond the boundary line organically. While brands and competitors spent crores in sponsorships, our counterculture media strategy kept India silent at every touch point. Paid PR, we don't do that here. Don't believe us, watch it yourself.
This is how the Indian biscuit landscape looks like. Cluttered, saturated, dominated by legacy brand. So, how can Oreo overcome the dominance of legacy brands to achieve greater penetration? Oreo had to talk and resonate with all of India. And what does all of India really love? The Cricket World Cup. The World Cup was held in India after 12 long years. Everyone just talked about the team winning, creating immense pressure on the players and their performance. This happens in sport, right? You just talk about your team winning, and there, you jinx it. Presenting Oreo Bola Mat Bol, where we asked ardent Indian cricket fans to not speak about India's winning chances. But wait a minute, why would they listen to us? Luckily, we had him.
Oreo bola, mad.
And the entire country agreed to go shh to keep the jinx away. A leading newspaper publication redacted all mentions of India's winning chances. England's ex-captain, Owen Morgan, couldn't help but believe along with us. Funnily, even the official broadcaster issued this warning before every Indian game.
This message is issued in interest of Team India. Oreo bola, mat bol.
Leading TV shows changed their scripts to share the belief.
ओरियो और धोनी बोला मत बोल.
And the more India stayed silent on the team winning, the more Team India won. That reinforced the fans' belief in Oreo, and they spread the belief everywhere. Instagram filters, stickers, memes.
का जो ओरियो कैंपेन है कि कुछ मत बोल ज्यादा बेटर है.
माही ने मना किया हुआ है कि पहले से कुछ नहीं बोलना.
And that's how Oreo left the biggest legacy brands way behind the penetration game.
Our campaign reached a whopping 212 million households with 11 times surge in consumption. Our penetration increased by 6% points and brand stoma rose up by 35%, with 98% positive sentiments on the internet in less than 3 weeks. Nazar mat lagana, guys. But our real win was a competition spending their entire marketing spends, well, to talk about us. Thanks for the free PR, guys. Ironic, isn't it? एक नजर वाला कैंपेन जो पूरे इंडिया के नजर में आ गया. वैसे संडे इंडिया फाइनल्स खेल रही है, याद है ना क्या बोलना है? कुछ नहीं. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Nitin, tell me hard work. Personally, judges.
Okay, moving on next presentation. The entry ID is 910 Sensodyne. Sensodyne team.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, but not the full screen.
Yeah, so I'll just put it on full screen in a second. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay.
Nitin, can they start?
Yes, you can start. Your time starts now. All the best.
Oh, hi everyone. I was just about to brush my teeth with Sensodyne, but before we do that, I would like to take you through our case study, which is Sensodyne's digital drive to dentists on World Oral Health Day. So let's dive into it. Endemic. When you hear this word, what's the first thought that comes to your mind? I'm sure most of us would end up thinking about COVID-19 pandemic, and we would generally be reminded of the loss of health, wealth, and societal well-being it had on us and overall society. Well, this world seems to have come out of it, touch wood. There is still a silent endemic which has been plaguing us for years, and it continues to do so. Are you worried? Yes, it's an endemic which is also so prevalent that it is estimated that 4 out of 5 Indians suffer from it, which means 80% of all of you who are on this call would be silently suffering from it as well. What is it? It is having a dental condition. Now, I know a lot of you might end up saying, isn't it a little bit of an exaggeration? I mean, this is what we thought as well. But then it's important for us to shift our perspective a little bit. If we look at the burden that oral illnesses have on our economy, it is absolutely huge. Are you surprised? Oral illnesses continue to burden us economically, and this happens not only at an individual level, but also at a GDP and productivity level. There are several published papers which speak about it. But if we try to put a number on it, World Economic Forum estimates that the financial impact of oral health issues on Indian economy is approximately $24 billion. Isn't that huge? That's literally 1% of our overall GDP. So imagine that oral illnesses are pulling down our economic growth by 1% every year. What's also interesting to note is that most of us end up, linking oral issues with age, but it's actually almost impacting everybody. We dig deeper into this by using a proprietary survey research on GWI, and we found out that most of the people who report an oral health issue, they fall in the age group of 30 plus. 122% higher incidents are reported on this age group than rest of the population. However, it's interesting to note that people who are younger than that, who are younger than 30 years old, are also not falling too far behind. And even when you look at the income group of people who are reporting sensitivity and oral health issues, you would observe that they are cutting across economic strata. They are impacting rich and poor people alike. So what are the key barriers that we are facing? The key barriers in addressing this problem is that most of us are reactive and not proactive to our oral health issues. Only 1 in 20 people who suffer from an oral health problem would seek an active solution. And that is usually due to lack of education or fear or perception of high costs. Now, people might actually end up working really hard in terms of looking better or, having a better looking body. But they might just ignore their oral health issues till they become unbearable. And this is what we need to increase awareness about. While we talk about the demand issues, we cannot ignore that there is a supply problem as well in India. When we talk about access to dentists, we have 1 per 5,000 people, whereas when we look at the global average, the dentist to population ratio is about 1 per 2,000, which basically means that the access to dentists in India is 60% lesser than the global average. So this actually means that every individual in our country needs to advocate for their dental health themselves. But that's not the case, and we know it. So Sensodyne, realizing this problem and being a thought leader in oral healthcare category in India, decided to do something about it. The challenge that we were facing was that we had to overcome consumer inertia and encourage people to take action. And this had to be done by breaking this cycle, by educating consumers and prompting them to take proactive oral care action. Now, in order to do that, the task that we had was to bridge the gap between condition awareness and action by providing credible information and accessible solutions. In other words, we call it Triple E, or educate, engage, and empower. Now, this was also inspired by WHO's healthcare hierarchy model, which basically talks about how healthcare needs to be accessible in any economy. And it tells us if you look at it from bottom up, that every individual should have access to primary healthcare in any economy, which focuses on preventive and basic curative healthcare. And then their healthcare practitioners should recommend them to secondary care if needed, which to talk about medical services and provide them with any sort of specialized healthcare. And then they move to tertiary care, which is highly specialized diagnostic and treatment services. So inspired by that, we thought that we should approach this campaign by reaching out to target audiences by the mindset or intent they have towards dental care. So again, looking at it bottom up, we first wanted to educate people who were dental health skeptics and demystify dental care by making it less intimidating for them. And then we wanted to also engage them and dental health conscious people to ensure that they stick to their dental health regime and also seek active dental visits to their dentists. And along with that, our third task was to empower dental experts and influencers to spread education and advocate for proactive dental care, establishing Sensodyne as the go-to brand for sensitive teeth care and also overall oral health management. Now, the opportunity for this was to identify the ideal time frame. Now, while Sensodyne does the job of educating consumers every day throughout the year, World Oral Health Day gave us the right platform to build consciousness and establish ourselves as experts. So let's have a look at the AV to understand how all of this came together.
A simple bite, a warm sip, a daily routine. Yet, for 4 out of 5 Indians, these moments come with the wins, a hesitation, a reminder that something isn't right. Yet, how often do we stop and listen to what our teeth are telling us? For Sensodyne, a name trusted by dentists and consumers, this was not just an opportunity, it was a responsibility, not only to create awareness, but also to make oral healthcare inclusive. That's why on World Oral Health Day, Sensodyne launched a mission. #Be sensitive to oral health. #Take the first step. We focused exclusively on 30 plus age group, which faced a 120% higher risk of oral health issues. Our approach, a targeted digital strategy engaging the 3 cohorts: dental health conscious, dental health skeptics, and dental health influencers. We implemented a 3-phase digital strategy: engage, educate, empower. To engage, we created highly tailored messages addressing specific age and gender concerns, ensuring relevance and stronger connection. Ensured high visibility when oral health habits were top of mind through mobile lock screen ads in morning and evening. Through influencer collaborations and interactive formats, we sparked audience engagement on social media and audio streaming platforms. To educate and dispel myths, we partnered with Practo and created a microsite on their homepage, offering educational resources and oral care tips. To share insights about oral health, long-form videos and social media teasers were used, along with short-form content debunking myths and addressing barriers. Paid ads were utilized to direct users to campaign content, while Q&A sessions provided personalized oral care education. We empowered people by making oral healthcare inclusive through free consultations at Practo. Created a high-impact digital presence with roadblocks and lock screen ads on World Oral Health Day, and implemented a digital audio strategy with ads on music streaming platforms and podcasts, reinforcing proactive oral care. The impact undeniable. Over 1.4% free dental consultations on Practo microsite. Over 280 million video views, reaching over 68 million people. Ad recall up by 8.9% on YouTube and 2.4 points on Meta. Brand trust surged with a 10-point increase in dentist recommended perception. Top of mind awareness grew by 5 points. Brand consideration soared by 15 points. But our real success, helping people enjoy their daily lives free from sensitivity.
So while we have seen how the campaign succeeded in making an impact, there is one thing which I don't want us to miss, which is we had also made a very specific community impact by ensuring that we nudged the overall community towards making a positive behavioral shift. And that was indicated by the free dental consultations, which were generated for 1.4 lakh individuals. There were also 37 dental scholarships, which were given by Sensodyne in association with IDA. And then along with that, we also did education and product distributions across 1 lakh retail stores, which clearly tells us that while we were successful in fostering awareness and action, we also established Sensodyne as a trusted leader in oral healthcare category. But we understand we have a long way to go. So I pledge that I would be sensitive to my oral health, taking the first step. Do you pledge the same?
Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 911 Cadbury Celebrations.
Hi, can you hear me and see my screen without the presenter notes?
Yes.
Great, okay, I'm ready to start.
Yeah, you can start.
Great. Good afternoon, judges. I'm Nikita Arora, and I'm just going to dive straight in. Rakhi, a word strong enough to bring waves of nostalgia, of sibling love, sibling memories, and celebration of their bond. But a little social experiment we did showed that what it ends up being is an exchange of a token envelope stuffed with cash, a box of chocolates, basically lacking much thought or emotional consideration.
मुझे ये पूछना था, आप रिलेशनशिप में हो?
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल 8 साल से।
मेरी शादी हो चुकी है 15 years। काफी घूमना होता होगा? Twice or thrice a week।
एक मंथ में 4 to 5 टाइम्स मिलते हैं।
कितनी रेगुलर आपकी बातें होती होंगी?
हम कॉन्स्टेंटली वीडियो कॉल्स पे रहते हैं और लाइक
6 घंटे उसी के साथ रहते हैं।
इट्स अ गुड मॉर्निंग टेक्स्ट व्हाटएवर हाउएवर।
वैलेंटाइंस पे कुछ स्पेशल किया होगा वो? 1 महीने से चल रहा था प्लानिंग। आई गॉट दिस एलैबोरेट प्लान सेट अप विद आवर फ्रेंड्स।
वी टुक वन ट्रिप टू बाली।
तो हम वॉक करने गए वहां पर और एंड देन व्हेन शी वॉकड इन तो हर 50 मीटर्स पे अ फ्रेंड वाज कमिंग विद अ गिफ्ट।
उसका वीडियोस वो सब मैं कंपाइल करके
पापा के सामने उसको नहीं देना चाहिए था। रक्षाबंधन पे सिस्टर के लिए कुछ प्लान किया?
कुछ नहीं किया अभी तक कुछ नहीं किया है।
सिस्टर से उतना नहीं बात करता हूँ मैं।
बट आई शुड नाउ दैट यू पॉइंटेड इट आउट।
Interesting, right? I'm sure if you have a sibling, you're so going to relate to this. I mean, no matter what type of romantic your brother is, you know, the Rocky Randhawa type or the deep Shire type, भाई तो एक ही टाइप का होता है। And no, I am not saying it. Google search trends do suggest that on double clicking on the last 2 years of Rakhi gift search trends, most brothers are last minute purchasers. Now, Rakhi continues to be a low involvement gifting occasion for the brother. The search trend goes up by almost 40% 3 weeks prior to Valentine's Day, but only 26% that also 4 days before Rakhi. The top keyword searched are very generic like Rakhi online, presents for sister, and in fact, even on quick commerce, it's fairly low involvement, which is driven primarily by regular offers. But even though the gift was low involvement, the category continued to get more aggressive. In fact, we had more categories added as competition even outside of the chocolate brands. Most brands have very similar communication revolving around Rakhi, making it that much harder to stand out. With digitization being on the rise, most local businesses and homepreneurs offered personalized gifting solutions. Our objective was that in this sea of Rakhi campaigns, to drive preference for Cadbury celebrations for Rakhi gifting. Now, over the years, we've always offered distinctive reminders for the brothers to express their love to their sisters. I mean, we even created a Bluetooth Rakhi to literally get the brother to spend time with the sister. But you know, we realized that it's not that brothers don't care. Of course, they love their sisters. The sibling bond was very, very much there. But we realized that they just don't know how to express it. Or, you know, even feel the need to express it. Cadbury celebrations wanted to move from being a marker of happiness to now an enabler of happiness. We wanted to do something that, you know, not just enable the brothers to express their love, but also do it in a very unique, personalized manner. Presenting Creating Memories Never Clicked, a campaign that enabled brothers to turn those undocumented sibling moments into something tangible. Imagine instead of gifting a celebrations box, we empowered brothers to gift their sisters a box of memories that never got captured. Brothers simply had to visit cadburycreatingmemories.com, enter details about themselves and their sister, describe a cherished memory that was never clicked, and upload a photo of them both. Our AI tool then transformed this memory into a lifelike image in real time, which was then available for download for print or to be branded onto the Cadbury Celebrations box, literally turning nostalgia into a tangible gift. Now, an idea that powerful needed an equally powerful execution. And hence, our media strategy was crafted to mirror the behavior of brothers during Rakhi. We started by capturing the attention of brothers via contextual disruptions on digital. We amplified reach with high decibel campaigns and integrations. And lastly, triggered purchase with time based impact leading to commerce. We shifted brothers' screen time to sister time with strategic interventions on most used apps by men with data targeting and contextual messaging. Imagine being on a payment app only to be reminded to buy something for a sister that would pay back in smiles. Playing your favorite game, how about leveling up your Rakhi gift game? We even hijack searches. We turn simple searches into a trip down memory lane. For example, if someone searched for booking a trip, they actually got a contextual message about reliving the childhood memory trip with a sister. We even use WhatsApp communities featuring men and serve them sweet reminders for the Rakhi gift. High decibel plans powered by contextual placements taking over digital estates only aided in amplifying the campaign reach. We even brought the idea to life via integrations in high impact reality shows. We lit up 33 cities with billboards featuring these precious memories. Closer to Rakhi, we hijack sibling moments across channels, redirecting people to quick commerce to buy the customized box. We even collaborated with popular male influencers from the digital world and got them to surprise their sisters as well.
ले आओ हाँ खिंखड़ा ओह वाओ ये पिक्चर हमने कब खींची कभी नहीं खींची ये मैंने क्रिएट की
For last minute gifters, we even placed reminders on the post order purchases of quick com apps. Throughout the campaign, we made the process effortless where we replicated the microsite journey onto WhatsApp, making it easier for just any brother with a smartphone to turn a simple gift into a tangible memory. You want to know the impact of the campaign? The campaign drove widespread media attention, and the results were amazing as we enabled more than 300,000 brothers to surprise their sisters. We drove high engagement on social, leading to over 8% offtake growth. But most importantly, we helped make so many siblings' days special, even more special, by bringing alive a core memory that was never clicked. What makes this campaign extremely unique is that we transformed a last minute gifting experience to a thoughtful gesture using the power of media. When was the last time you've seen a brand change the front poster box of a product and turn it into a personalized experience for the consumer? That also at scale and in real time. Creating Memories Never Clicked was a campaign that was a perfect blend of leveraging AI. The bold move by Cadbury Celebrations to change their poster frame on the box itself helped the brothers to express their emotions. It drove brand differentiation and it brought back the true essence of Raksha Bandhan for sisters with a gift that will be as precious as the bond with their sibling. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, the entry ID is 969 Airtel India. Over to presenter.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And also apologies, I had to join in from Kalpana's system because of some technical issues at my end. I hope my screen is up there.
Yes.
So afternoon, everyone. Today we're gonna look at how Airtel was able to increase their acquisition efforts by focusing on prepaid to postpaid upgrade of users. And this is backed by data-driven growth strategy. So Airtel, as a brand, stands very strong hold in the telco market in India. And telco market in itself is a very competitive market. And despite of high competition, Airtel is able to still hold a good enough 33% market share in the Indian telco segment. And Airtel is primarily known for its strong network, consumer first approach, and innovative service offerings. While telco is a very prepaid dominant market, Airtel with its postpaid offering brings a premium alternative to the prepaid user bases. And while postpaid offerings very much focuses on seamless connectivity, exclusive perks, enhanced data benefits, and family sharing plans. Thus, we understand that postpaid caters to an affluent and a premium segment of users in India. So, where do we see the opportunity for growth for Airtel in this affluent segment? And that's where we looked at multiple statistics and came across this opportunity that the affluent segment in India in itself is growing at a rate of 10 to 12 percentage every year. There lies an opportunity for Airtel to grow user base for postpaid or primarily upgrade users from prepaid to postpaid. Well, looking at the market, which is for telco is very much dominant by prepaid. Postpaid at that point is serving only to 12 percentage of the entire telco market in India. Looking at this niche market, acquiring new customers within this niche segment of market is a costly affair, and it's not sustainable from a CAC point of view in the long run. Thus, at some point, Airtel has to relook at their approach for acquiring new users, and that's when they started looking at their first party data. That is the extensive data of prepaid user bases sitting with them. And then they focused on how they can convert those prepaid users to postpaid. Well, the idea here primarily was to not to focus heavily on acquiring new users because as we understood, it's a premium segment, it's a niche segment, and that's where rather focus on a very rich prepaid user base sitting with Airtel and which is close to 330 million and it's a very sizable amount of prepaid user base. And then let's just look at those data, the attributes, then identify users within the ecosystem of Airtel to upgrade to postpaid. And that's where Airtel identified few high value segment of users to push for this upgrade. How do we go about doing that? Well, we looked at multiple attributes of the data set of the prepaid users because there's a rich data segment of users sitting within Airtel ecosystem of prepaid user bases. And that's where we utilized a data science model. We looked at 200 plus attributes of the prepaid users within the segment and then identified the high value user base. Well, few of the attributes that we looked at in this exercise was one being internet usage patterns. That is those segment of users who are currently using prepaid, but they have a high data consumption. That is in most of the cases, prepaid has a daily data limit. So they exhaust their daily data at certain point, and so they have to upgrade and they have to opt in for a data upgrade packages. Second being the network preference, where the users who are already utilizing premium offerings of 4G and 5G networks. The device attributes we looked into, that is the owners of premium devices from mid-range to high-end, that thereby ensuring that we are reaching out to high affluent and premium user base. Recharge behavior is another attribute where we looked at users who consistently opt in for a high value recharge within the prepaid segment. So looking at all this set of attributes, Airtel was able to identify the high value segment of users who have a high potential to convert from their existing prepaid plan to postpaid. And beyond this, for our media efforts, we also looked at data insights within our postpaid user base to identify a few cohorts which to whom we can reach out to for upgrading to postpaid. One being corporate professionals and business owners. These are the set of owners or the users who require stable and a reliable connection because they need uninterrupted communication and collaboration within their business ecosystem. The second being entertainment seekers. These set of users, they are very frequent with OTT platforms and social media consumption. Thus, they need a very stable connection on the go. That's where postpaid offerings come into play. E-commerce is another cohort that we are heavily looking into. because these are the segment who they regularly engage with e-commerce shopping. They also opt in for subscription-based models with these, and they seek value from e-commerce. And that's where additional values coming from Airtel postpaid services comes into play and have an affinity with these segment of audiences. Gaming enthusiasts. Well, this is a segment of audience that is growing in the Indian market in the last couple of years, and that too aggressively. This user segment requires high speed internet connection because they engage on heavy gaming and online gaming platforms on a regular basis. So they need to maintain their gaming experience and latency at a certain level. And that's where high speed and stable connectivity of Airtel comes into play. So to align with all these targeting cohorts that we are chasing for acquiring postpaid connections, that how we went about in our media approach. Well, our media approach was multi-channel approach, which was very much data-driven at the same time customer-centric approach. First, we utilized the high-value custom base that we already identified from the existing first-party data of Airtel, and then we utilized that in our core channels to chase those segment of users who has potential to convert to postpaid. Second, we went beyond our core channels and also looked at third parties where we could replicate key cohorts or the attributes of the premium user segment and then push for further acquisitions for upgrade to postpaid. Google and PMax also played a major role where we heavily leveraged the high intent of the user searching for a postpaid plan or an upgrade to a postpaid plan. And further, we also utilized e-com and UPI channels heavily into our mix because this was part of our key cohort that we were targeting, and wherein we were able to reach out to those users who had high transaction behavior, having making transactions of high value, thereby ensuring we are reaching out to high value users or premium user segment to upgrade to postpaid. Further, all beyond this media efforts, we also looked at the user experience of high value users, and that's where we optimize the user journey and landing page journey for high value segment of users. So they ensuring that they have a seamless upgrade to postpaid from prepaid, and that's where with minimal steps on the landing page itself, the high value users can directly convert their existing prepaid SIM card to postpaid. While the low value users, they have to go through multiple steps to have the prepaid SIM card converted to a postpaid. Thereby, we had created a dedicated landing page for this P2P journey, which helped us improve the conversion rates in our media efforts. So, combining media efforts with the landing page optimization, user journey optimization, overall, we were able to, all these efforts combined, we were able to achieve a 3.7x increase in activations overall for Airtel postpaid, which itself is a significant number considering it's a niche market. It's a premium segment of audience that we are reaching out to. While at the same time, we were ensuring cost efficiency. Over the course of the period, we were able to reduce the CAC by 53%. All these efforts came into place where we focused more on P2P, that is prepaid, existing prepaid user to postpaid acquisition. And thereby we saw a 4x increase in P2P activations also throughout the course of the period. So that was the story of how we were able to rewrite the growth strategy for Airtel postpaid acquisition in a very niche market. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is when Rana told me go closer to the don't think human dream of because last time
The next presentation, entry ID is 913, Cadbury Silk.
Yes. Let me know the screen is visible without the notes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready to start. Let me know when I can start.
Please share your computer sound. You have an AV?
Okay, yes. One second. We do that.
Yeah, you're ready. You can start now.
One second. Yeah. Is my screen visible without the notes?
Yes.
Okay. So let me know when I can start.
You can start now.
Hi, I'm Raj. नाम तो सुना ही होगा. When who better than Raj knows about romance? Oh, actually थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया ना. I'm actually here to talk about the real king of romance, Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk. Year on year, we have strengthened our bond with the urban youth by providing them an experience that has helped them make their Valentine's beyond special. But this year, the challenge was very different. When it comes to Valentine's Day, it wasn't just the chocolate brands, but multiple marquee brands like the Nikas and the Mintras of the world were vying for Gen Z's attention. And let's not forget, the window to win the Valentine's Day was very limited. Silk had to deliver a towering target of 15% sales growth in just 30 days. Now, one thing we knew about romance that today's youth has started to express their love very differently. It was not about the saat janmo wala pyar or like salo ki duri wala pyar. Love is now expressed through smaller gestures, like getting to know your favorite pizza or waking up with your like for a morning lecture. So this year, we decided to transform these everyday moments of love into a cinematic experience with the story of us. We introduced an innovative and interactive experience that allowed couples weave their significant moments of romance into a heartwarming tale of love and affection. Let me show you how it worked.
Cadbury Silk presents The Story of Us. Your love moments crafted by me, Zoya Akhtar, and powered by AI.
Just scan the Silk bag and share those meaningful moments with Zoya that make your love story special. Using these, our proprietary text-to-image to animation Gen AI tool will create a beautiful short movie featuring you and your love. Share it with them. It will be the most awesome Valentine's gift ever.
This Valentine's Day, the grandest gift you can give your Valentine is those small, heartfelt moments of your love story.
How far will you go for love?
बस अभी आइडिया तो रोमांटिक था ही, डायरेक्टर भी रोमांटिक. So what about the media strategy? It had to be about the romantics, and we realized that there are just more than one type of romantic. You guys would definitely know about the Subodh from Dil Chahta Hai, right? So
और यहाँ देखो समीर, 15 सितंबर को मैं पूजा से पहली बार यहीं मिला था.
And of course, the Rocky
आजा मेरी गाड़ी में बैठ जा, आजा मेरी गाड़ी में बैठ जा, आजा मेरी गाड़ी में बैठ जा, आजा मेरी गाड़ी में बैठ जा.
And ये तो पता ही रहेगा, the absolute clueless Sameer.
हाय प्रिया, हाँ मैं, मगर वो सुनो तो, तुमने तो, लेकिन मैं कब से क्या?
So meet the romantics. Basis lots of research, we understood that there are three types of romantics. The obsessive compulsive planners who plan everything to perfection, like to the T types, basically a perfectionist. The over-the-top lovers, basically they won't just explain, they won't just declare love, they proclaim their love. And the 11th hour clueless Romeos, they basically think they are the best at the 59th minute of the 11th hour, like most of us. In order to reach all these types of romantics, our media strategy focused on varied Valentine's Day behavior. We drove a tailored amplification approach to reach to everyone and create impact. We activated digital impacts and deployed high TV stings ads along with integration on popular TV shows. We knew that we had to get to these planners early, right? So we got these Gen Z's creators to make stories with their partners and kind of to inspire everyone else. And we also had presence on music apps, just reminding people about Valentine's Day. For OTT lovers, as they love grand gestures, we had the industry first deployment on Hotstar, in which we had 3-part series of these stories hosted. And we also partnered with Gen Z's one of the favorite festivals, Spoken Fest, as an experience partner. Imagine seeing your memories being featured as a movie on Hotstar or being proposed during a festival during your favorite mushy couple. And also closer to Valentine's Day, to tap the last minute Romeos, our messaging to them was very action oriented. And they were being redirected to the Silk brand store on quick com platforms. And also towards the end, when everyone was actually scrambling here and there, We had the Trip to Paris contest, which drove so many engagements and transactions. The campaign truly addressed the needs of all types of romantics and ensured that they continue to keep going for love. With over 5,20,000 stories created, with an impressive average time spent of 3 minutes per story. In fact, so much love was poured that we and so many stories were there at the backlog of the website that we had to pause the media activity for some few days because everyone wanted to create their beautiful memories directed by none other than Zoya Akhtar. The campaign also collected 1.27 million first party data, out of which 1.2 lakhs were collected through Silk pack scans, which could be used for future campaigns. Plus, we got 4 million worth organic chatter for free. Pretty awesome, right? The campaign also achieved 15% sales growth, 27% increase in brand awareness, and 40% higher engagement versus last year. That also in just 30 days. Traffic driven on Blinkit website was so much that the application actually crashed one day before the Valentine's Day. What made the campaign unique was that this was the first time that Gen AI based animation was deployed at this scale. And by doing this, we weaved our silk into their moments of love, converting a product into an experience and an experience that would be part of their love story forever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID is 919 KitKat.
Give me a second, I'm just setting up.
Okay.
Let me know if I can start.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Nupur Jain. Get ready for a story of break time brilliance and a binge-worthy delight as we unveil how KitKat and Netflix joined forces to create the ultimate break experience. India's favorite break companion, KitKat. Just like Gen Z thrives on quick escape from the daily grind, KitKat has always been the perfect break time companion. Whether it's a study session, work hustle, or just a moment to unwind, KitKat makes every break better, sweeter, and more satisfying. But here's something very more exciting. KitKat isn't just a break time favorite, it's India's most loved chocolate brand. According to TRA's Most Desired Brand report, KitKat proudly holds the top spot. However, when it comes to maintaining its unrivaled association with breaks, KitKat is witnessing a decline in this equity among Gen Z. And navigating this in a highly competitive category isn't easy. With brands vying for youth attention, we needed more than just visibility. We need to create real break connections. And to build these connections with Gen Z, we need to tap into what truly excites them, their passions, habits, and their break time behaviors, ensuring that KitKat becomes an effortless part of their world. Gen Z, the pulse of digital first generation, is always on generation that effortlessly integrates entertainment, social interactions, and lifestyle choices into their daily lives. They are trendsetters, experience seekers who expect seamless and personalized experiences. And to truly connect with them, we need to move beyond traditional advertising and create moments that are engaging, shareable, and culturally relevant. Thus, one common thread tying all these behavior together is their endless hunger for entertainment. They don't just consume content, they are deeply invested and almost immersed in it. For them, a break isn't just a pause, it's a chance to escape, recharge, and dive into something engaging. Hence, creating the perfect opportunity to reinforce the have a break philosophy. And these insights led to an iconic partnership, KitKat and Netflix. Two brands synonymous with the perfect break have come together to elevate every pause. Whether it's indulging in a crispy bite or diving into premium entertainment, this partnership transforms a simple break into an ultimate break experience. And this experience didn't stop at just content, it extended into every touch point of Gen Z's digital and physical world. To amplify the impact, the campaign seamlessly integrated across content partnership with Netflix, digital platforms, specially designed packs featuring QR codes and in-store activations. Let us now watch together how did we bring the ultimate break to Gen Z.
KitKat aimed to make its bond with Gen Z even stronger and keep its title as the ultimate break partner. Apparently, break time in Gen Z language means binge watch, and Netflix is Gen Z's official new break time buddy. A perfectly strategic move on the OG break ambassador KitKat to swipe right on Gen Z's perfect break time partner Netflix. Time to create the ultimate break. Ayushmann Khurrana was the ultimate pick, serving binge-worthy vibes with break-worthy bites. Okay, enough talking. Here's your ultimate KitKat break.
ये वाला ब्रेक कमाल का है। गुड़िया, count me out. It's okay. मैं ब्रेक पे हूँ। कुछ भी मांग ले, पर ये नहीं।
We curated these elements, added our KitKat magic and turned the ultimate break into a blockbuster campaign. With a strategic YouTube masthead takeover, KitKat made sure Ultimate Break was front and center on launch day. We also hit play on YouTube, driving massive views for Ultimate Break in the shortest time possible. We turned up the volume on Facebook and Instagram, making Ultimate Break and the contest unmissable with maximum reach and impact. For the first time, we gave KitKat's pack a blockbuster makeover by placing Netflix on it. Scanning the QR code unlocked the Ultimate Break website, giving users a lit chance to design their personalized poster and a shot at scoring some limited edition KitKat and Netflix merch. Powerful PR coverage on AFAX and ET brand equity cemented KitKat's brand story in the minds of consumers. Digital buzz turned in-store activity into a total crowd puller. The results? A Netflix-style blockbuster hit. 15% increase in SKU sales. Market share grew by 1100 BPS in the chocolate confectionery category. 4.1% increase in consideration on YouTube, with some other significant achievements.
कैसी लगी सर? Ultimate. Have a break. Have a KitKat.
कैसी लगी आपको? हो गए ना अम्यूज? बनता है we managed to scale a simple break to an ultimate break experience. And to top it off, our clients' appreciation is the testament to our success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mita, can you please announce the next presentation?
Yes, the next presentation is entry ID 916 Cadbury 5-star.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Please let me know if you can see my screen and it's in full screen mode.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, please let me know when to start. I can start.
You can start now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Chinmay, a topper of one of the most interesting universities. Before I unveil this interesting university, let me take you back in 2023. Remember that whole AI explosion? Well, I was freaking out big time. Everything I was good at, AI could do better, faster. And the worst part, I wasn't alone. Generation Z, immersed in a hyper-connected digital world, also experienced this unprecedented stress. For India's 350 million Gen Z students, academic pressure leaves no room for relaxation. The rapid advancement of AI amplified this, demanding continuous upskilling. But then my favorite brand, 5 Star, presented Nothing University. And let me tell you, it completely changed my perspective. So buckle up because I'm about to take you on a journey from anxiety to awesome. Get ready to discover how I used my secret weapon and conquered over my fears by doing nothing. When other brands are constantly yelling, go, 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 5 Star, the top caramel chocolate in India, always encourages the youth to slow down and relax once in a while. They've done this by seamlessly embedding their Eat 5 Star, Do Nothing message into updating and emerging trends among the Gen Z. But what worked yesterday must be forgotten. So, with AI changing the game, we had to adopt our counterculture approach and find a fresh way to deliver our message. While counterculture was the core of the campaign, not to forget that there were some serious brand objectives also at hand. We wanted to make doing nothing not just something to do, but something more, pun intended, a relevant solution to Gen Z problems. We wanted at least 5% more of people loving the brand and at least 8% more of the chocolate to be sold. How did we do this? Let me show you an AV.
Looking to upskill for the future?
This new AI can perform all coding jobs in seconds, including blockchain development. While this AI is already outperforming accounting firms. Meanwhile, the new graphic design AI aims to automate graphic design and could minimize the need.
Relax. Because in a future where AI does most of the work, there'll be one thing that humans will finally get to do all day long. Nothing. So it's time to learn the most essential skill of the future. 5 Star presents Nothing University with the first ever diploma program in doing nothing. An intensive course covering the most future-ready skills out there.
Well, let me check with the AI and get back to you in a few days.
Super. With our state-of-the-art workshops, campus placements, and guest lectures, the world can finally prepare for the glorious future that awaits us. Eat 5 Star. Do nothing.
We knew in today's fast-paced world, a smooth experience was key. From the first ad you saw on the internet, right to getting your diploma, we made sure the journey was effortless. When students signed up, they would take interactive courses like acting busy, concentration strategy, buying time, inventing designations, all made for a future where doing nothing is important. On completing the courses, students got their diploma in doing nothing. 5 Star tied up with comedians popular among Gen Z who were experienced in the corporate culture. They were our esteemed faculty members who took the courses and guided students on the art of doing nothing. Well, this was a straight up digital first idea. But how did we get the Gen Z to notice it and participate? Or what was our digital strategy story? Reach was not the only thing that was required to hit the perfect sweet spot. The Gen Z runs on buzz. Everyone is talking, everyone is sharing. So we had to get the people talking too. That's why participation and talkability were our absolute must-haves. And here's the thing, we had to keep that 5 Star vibe too. You know, chill and do nothing in middle of all the madness. And that meant finding the right spots, the right voices, and the perfect online platforms to reach the youth. We executed the campaign, laying the foundation of the message and then amplifying it digitally week on week. While doing so, we tracked two key parameters: course completion rate for participation and earned impressions for talkability. To build strong awareness, reach, and buzz, We launched with the campaign using heavy digital impact properties like takeovers and OTT mastheads that drove traffic towards the microsite. Obviously, seeing a spike in our parameters. But the story doesn't end there. A strong presence was maintained across digital surround platforms to ensure maximum exposure. Strategic tie-ups with apps, news platforms, OTT players, along with partnerships with Paytm Insider and phone keyboard integrations, the campaign drove engagement, almost establishing a symbiotic relationship with the key stakeholders, driving exponentially more and more impressions and site visits. Taking this beyond the digital dunya, we even set up an on-ground campus in Navi Mumbai and tied up with India's biggest lifestyle influencer handle, Curly Tails, to capture all the fun, laughter, and the pure do-nothing vibes, bringing the campus to life for their millions of subscribers online. Partnering with such renowned lifestyle influencers amplified the campaign's reach, engagement, and organic traction. Well, let's not stop there. We also collaborated with 1,000 plus micro and nano influencers to share their Nothing University ID cards and certificates, which boosted positive sentiments around the campaign. Trends keep changing, but memes and content around them are always constant. We seeded memes and articles across the social media ecosystem and garnered engagement in millions across multiple pages and content creators. Obviously, seeing the weekly spike could have been attributed to the paid media activities, but we received over 44% additional earned impressions and a staggering 91% course completion rate even after the conclusion of the media campaign. Now I'm going to hand the podium over to my AI counterpart, Chim AI, and he's going to take you through the results of the campaign while I sit back, eat 5-star, and do nothing.
The results were phenomenal. We tracked an astounding course completion rate of 91% and organic impressions of 260 million. 98% positive response within our target audience, the highest across any other 5-star campaign of 2023, successfully transforming the fear of AI into the joy of doing nothing. Over 5 million users engaged on the website with a remarkable 9 minutes of average time spent. We witnessed an 8% growth in brand trust, 3% higher than targeted, 10% growth in sales compared to the previous year, and earned PR worth 2.5 crore, demonstrating the resonance and effectiveness of our messaging.
Thanks, Chinmay. So yes, guys, I'm the proud topper from the 3 lakh plus Nothing University batch of 2023 by scoring 98% marks in doing nothing. I think, jury, we still have around 1.5 minutes left. So let's enjoy that time by doing nothing. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 957 Gillette. Over to presenter.
Sharing the screen. Please let me know once my screen is visible in full.
Yeah, it's visible.
Awesome. Please let me a cue to start so I can get started.
Yeah, you can start now.
Awesome. Hi, jury members. I am Chirag Chandiramani, and today I'm here to take you on a journey of how Gillette made a razor-sharp pitch to the modern man. Once upon a time, the youth thought,
सबको आती नहीं, मेरी जाती नहीं.
And that right there is our challenge. Shaving is no longer a default choice. 52% of Indian men now prefer to keep a beard or a stubble. It's not just a passing trend, it's a shift in culture. Beard culture has hit both young and old alike. However, there was a time when shaving was the first step into adulthood. A decade ago, 51% of men under 25 shaved daily. Now only 32% do. This growing trend has led to the decline of razor sales, while trimmer sales have grown by 35%. And for majority of those who still shave, a razor is just a tool, functional, forgettable, and far from aspirational. So the big question was, how do we make shaving aspirational again? We were determined to address this challenge head on and introduce this new breed of consumers with concepts of precision and performance. Our task was to drive portfolio growth for the male premium system by enhancing brand relevance for pome audiences, and that meant finding new idols to inspire young men to shave. To drive relevance, we moved beyond a one-size-fits-all approach because grooming is personal. It's shaped by life stage and lifestyle. Therefore, through strategic segmentation, we had to ensure that each Gillette product reached the right audience with a positioning that appealed to them as per their life stage. For 18 to 24-year-old young groomers, shaving is about convenience and reliability. Gillette Mark III delivers a smooth, no-fuss shave for everyday use. For the 25 to 44-year-old premium groomer, shaving is about precision and comfort. Gillette Fusion offers an effortless premium shave for a refined grooming experience. For a 35-year-old elite groomer who seeks elevated experiences, Gillette Labs brings cutting-edge innovation, upgrading their grooming gadgets to the next level. Now, popular millennial personalities were all mostly sporting a beard. We wanted to look beyond new idols for our consumers to inspire them to buy Gillette. For 80% of men aged between 18 to 34 consume sports content, with cricket leading the way. Premium audiences are 2.5 times more likely to engage with brand content during marquee sporting events. And when it comes to brand recall, high attention mediums like connected TVs and OTT drive 60% higher recall compared to traditional media. Armed with these insights, we laddered our strategy. Our approach was built on three fundamental pillars. First, we drove exclusivity, ensuring our audiences felt part of a select premium experience. Then, we appealed to their aesthetic sense, crafting visuals and touch points that resonated deeply. Finally, we curated immersive experiences, creating moments that truly connected with them. These three pillars became the foundation of our success. Let me tell you how. We used the MECI framework, ensuring that each Gillette variant reached a mutually exclusive audience segment without overexposing them. For Mark III, we targeted young groomers on OTT, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and premium news apps like InShots. For Fusion, we reached premium groomers on CTV and high-valued mobile devices. For Labs, we tapped elite groomers with dominant CTV placements. This helped us optimize our media investments, reduce audience duplication from 44% to 18%, and improve brand saliency across segments. We didn't just advertise during cricket. We made shaving a part of the cricket experience. Rising stars like Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer became the face of our campaign. Limited edition cricket packs created buzz and drove trials. Premium sponsorships in the ICC World Cup, IPL, and bilateral series kept Gillette top of mind. And that's not it. To make shaving a part of the cricket experience, we launched a Play with the Stars contest, where buying a Gillette razor gave consumers a chance to play cricket with India's popular cricketers. This turned Gillette into more than just a grooming brand. It became part of India's cricketing passion. We curated experiences by contextualizing messaging to build relevance. KOL shared their first shave moments and grooming tips, making their experiences relatable to young groomers. We contextualized the premium CTV real estate with quirky copies that resonated with our consumers. Imagine switching on your TV and seeing, picking a show takes effort, but shaving doesn't have to. Right when the viewers were deciding what to watch, right? Finally, we owned key gifting occasions targeted to women with a custom Gillette gift box, turning grooming kits into a thoughtful gift for your beloved man. Let me take you through our razor-sharp strategy with the help of an AV.
For over a century, Gillette has been the gold standard in grooming. Precision, performance, and trust. But the world of shaving was changing. The rise of beard culture, the shift to styling tools, razors were no longer the default choice. In fact, razor sales were declining as trimmers and grooming kits gained a 35% higher engagement rate among young men. We crafted a razor-sharp strategy to reclaim relevance across three unique brand forms: Mark III, Fusion, and Gillette Labs, each addressing distinct consumer needs. To win the modern man, we had to play where he plays: sports, digital-first content, and premium entertainment experiences. Over 80% of men aged 18 to 34 engage with sports content daily, and premium consumers spend 2 to 3 hours on digital platforms for sports and entertainment. Our media play? A game changer. We placed Gillette where attention is highest. Connected TVs, premium OTT, and India's biggest passion, cricket. Studies show that premium male audiences have a 60% higher recall rate for brands advertised on high-attention mediums like CTV and OTT. Exclusive partnerships, high-impact sponsorships, and limited edition cricket packs made Gillette part of the action. By owning 1 in every 4 ad slots for males between 18 to 34 during IPL and World Cup broadcasts, we became synonymous with premium grooming. But media alone isn't enough. We revolutionized our storytelling, moving from ads to experiences with razor-sharp precision. Digital campaigns drove over 1.5 million social media interactions and rupees 1.2 crores in earned media from 15 plus publications. Precision storytelling meant high attention placements. Google TV, Amazon Fire TV, and premium news platforms like InShots. Our connected TV impact buys ensured we reached premium consumers on large screen immersive experiences. The impact? Razor sales grew 20%, product trials doubled, and we dominated the conversation with over 100 million views. Awareness rose by 11% and brand favorability jumped 17%, the highest in 5 years. And we didn't stop there. Business offtakes for premium products in top metros grew by 40%, securing Gillette's leadership in the category. Gillette didn't just make a comeback, it redefined grooming for the modern man. And this is just the beginning.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
The strategy is only as powerful as the results it delivers, and ours spoke volumes. By redefining how we reach premium consumers, we didn't just drive visibility, we drove impact. Razor sales surged by 20%. Brand favorability increased by 17%, reinforcing Gillette's relevance. And most importantly, our premium portfolio thrived with a 40% year-on-year offtake growth in priority markets. This approach, rooted in exclusivity, aesthetic appeal, and experiences, did more than just drive growth. It strengthened Gillette's leadership in the category, making grooming aspirational again. And in doing so, Gillette proved why it's the best a man could ever get. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear jury members, we'll take a short break, 10 minutes, and we'll come back after 10 minutes for the next presentations. Thank you. Dear jury members, can we start with the next presentations?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 924 Cadbury Oreo. Over to presenter.
Just give me a second, I'm setting it up.
Okay.
Let me know when you can see the screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Just give me a second, I need to minimize the windows. Cool. I'm ready, let me know when I can start.
You can start now.
Great. Good afternoon. My name is Pratik Davda, and I want to start by taking you down the memory lane to our childhood, when we were full of life and playfulness, when our dreams knew no bounds, like wanting to be an army officer, a cricketer, an actress, or even an astronaut. Well, you can see this NASA. Well, some dreams do get fulfilled, but there's one childhood dream that no Indian has been able to fulfill, that of going to the space. Well, ISRO's recent achievements have inspired quite a few movies, web series, sparking a lot of interest in space, almost like a new trending topic. But still, going to space is a distant dream for over 140 crore Indians. As a brand with purpose to connect the world through playfulness, Oreo saw this as an opportunity to associate with a new trend and break the clutter in a highly competitive biscuit category. Oreo here could act as an enabler by giving Indians a chance to win a free trip to space by just buying a pack of Oreo. But can a cookie brand like Oreo do something like this? Well, why not? With a history of some of the most out of the box campaigns, who better than Oreo to pull off this out of the world an idea? Presenting Oreo Space Dunk.
Smile. I met my smile. You made me smile. You came to me. Now my heart is smiling and free. Can't you see?
Now twist, lick, dunk in space. Win a chance to go to space with the all-new Oreo Space Dunk Pack.
Well, we thought great. So Oreo can do it. It sits within the brand purpose. It rides on a trending topic, and we can also link it to business. But it's also too good to be true. Because no Indian has been to space before or after Rakesh Sharma, and that was 40 years ago in 1984. So today, if you say to any Indian that they could go to space, their reaction would be,
मेरी सिलेक्शन हो गई है हाँ मेरी सिलेक्शन हो गई है नहीं नहीं मुझे यकीन नहीं आ रहा कि मेरी सिलेक्शन हो सकती है
well, going to space is that unseen, unheard, unimaginable for a common man. And there lay our media challenge, convincing the audiences that space travel was now accessible to them. But the thing is, space travel isn't like planning a Goa trip, even though Goa is 5 times farther than space. But still, if going to Goa is believable, let's go with that. Make Indians believe that space is just another travel destination. So, we traced down the process of planning a trip and realized the three phases were discover, plan, and book. The first stage is a passive stage, where they aren't actively planning for travel, but are being exposed to travel destinations through their friends' stories, reels, TVs, and even movie shows. And exposure nudges them towards the destination. So every time they see an ad or every time they see a destination in a movie, they're going closer to that destination or closer to considering that. And that's when they enter the second stage, where they actively start searching with intent, researching on Google, reading or viewing travel blogs and videos. And once they are convinced, they finally move to booking the trip using the travel portals. In each stage of planning, their mindset differs, and so do their touch points. And thus, we mirrored our media strategy in line with each stage in their trip planning journey. We planned a full funnel, digital first media strategy to map their state of mind to relevant touchpoints, and further customized the communications and tracked and measured the uplift in each stage. So in the discover phase, when they weren't consciously searching for space travel, they had to be exposed to the possibility of space travel multiple times so that they can start considering. And thus, we planned a high impact digital first multimedia campaign, starting with a 1000 GRP TV campaign along with 300 plus billboards across 14 cities and front page jackets across leading newspapers. This was followed up by back-to-back takeover of all digital touchpoints, like a Twitter takeover, a YouTube masthead. We also piloted India's first action-oriented CTV campaign. And finally, being present on India's biggest media property, the Indian Premier League during the knockouts. All these touchpoints redirected users to buy the pack and scan to register. We further tracked and measured the performance source by source using custom URLs. So we could precisely track the traffic coming from each source, even outdoor and even print. Further, we built a framework to track, attribute, and measure the impact of organic traffic and build audience segments by source. Similarly, in second phase, where they were actively researching across travel blogs and sites, we focused on driving registrations. So here we were capturing all the travel related Google searches or YouTube videos using Performance Max. So if you were searching for Goa trip packages, you would be targeted with an ad saying, Goa trip, try space instead. Buy a pack of Oreo and get a chance to win a free trip to space. We also piloted a performance linked activation with popular travel sites targeting content around popular travel destination. And we also partnered with Blinkit and Instamart to target purchasers of last minute travel essentials. Again, redirecting all traffic to drive registrations, with the focus and comms being on signing up. Additionally, we retargeted engagers from the discover phase to further enhance the performance. Finally, in the booking stage, where they were simply searching for the best deals, we focus on driving pack sales by emphasizing that buying a pack of Oreo was their best deal to go to space. We created exclusive destinations on Paytm, Make My Trip, and also co-created a promo with Yatra.
Your next destination could be out of this world. Buy and scan the Oreo Space Dunk Pack for a chance to win a trip to space.
Our exclusive sales-led partnership with Flipkart helped us further boost sales and pack scans. And finally, in our first, a digital campaign was optimized near real time to drive offline purchases using pack scan signals from modern trade and even traditional trade, thereby making it a truly digital first, full funnel, data driven strategy, which helped us further identify and reach the audiences at the right place, at the right time, with the right messaging, using the right data points, delivering phenomenal results across media, brand, and business, shattering all past category benchmark and helping us drive 41% sales uplift quarter on quarter. Most importantly, we made India believe that like other dreams, even space is within their reach. Finally, we would like to take this opportunity to announce and congratulate the India winner of Oreo Space Dunk, Mr. N. Shetty, who will be heading to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida for his training and could well be the next Indian to space after 40 years. On a closing note, I hope that this campaign helps our team fulfill our year-long dream of winning an Emvies gold for Oreo Space Dunk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID 953, Kellogg's Twelin and Muesli. Over to presenter.
The presentation, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Let me know when I can start.
You can start now.
Inshore fishing is a style of fishing that targets smaller fish in shallow waters, often by casting a wide net closer to the shore. While offshore fishing targets big fish by going deep sea, requiring advanced techniques. You must be wondering, why am I talking of fishing in a presentation for muesli? Identifying source of growth for a category with 3 million muesli households amongst 113 million urban households is like finding big fish in a deep sea. Good afternoon, jury members. I'm Ruchir, and I'll take you through how we went deep sea fishing to find the elusive muesli consumers, and we did so by flipping the traditional marketing funnel. More than 60% of breakfast cereal category audiences were unaware of muesli. In fact, they did not even spell the name correctly. But the good part is they were aware of the benefits of berries, oats, almonds, nuts in everyday nourishment. Kellogg's Muesli 12-in-1 combined the power of these fruits and nuts into a ready-to-eat cereal. And our task was to get non-consumers of muesli who were seeking convenient yet nutritious breakfast choices to choose Kellogg's Muesli by telling them it's a 12-in-1 power breakfast. Instead of casting a wide net, we needed to go deep to find consumers looking for convenient and nutritious breakfast options on media where they are sharply identifiable and in markets with higher propensity to convert. Our predisposed consumers are everyday hustlers like you and me, who are health-aware, label-reading daily maximizers. They're internet-forward and active e-com shoppers. Amazon Pie Shopper Insights and Google Insight Finder further suggested our consumers are of both genders, mostly between the age group of 18 to 44 years, and are not a parent yet. Hence, our approach started with existing FPD of past consumers, followed by deterministic audience signals or category buyers and transactors active across multiple e-com platforms. Our next port of call was consumers searching about breakfast, and lastly, probabilistic signals or consumers of content around healthy and convenient breakfast options. Next, for markets, within the breakfast cereal penetrated households, we gave due weightage of 60% to nutrition seekers. That is a combination of market-wise brand sales coupled with search volumes on Google and e-com platforms, and 40% to convenience seekers, that is market-wise quick commerce and QSR shoppers, to arrive at our 30 target markets or the bullseye 26 million households. We further drilled deep with the help of our friends at Amazon, quick commerce, and gated society apps to identify affluent areas, or what we call as the muesli prime pockets, basis average order value, real estate property value, and skewed higher media weights in these 571 pin codes across all 30 markets. We created a custom cohort basis audience insights from integrated search and pushed this audience through third-party DSP on and off platform. ROI was monitored basis impact on awareness and search volumes market-wise to maximize media effectiveness. Lastly, the 1 PD generated helped build the audience pool for future retargeting. Just like Kellogg's Muesli with 12 ingredients in one pack, our campaign also had 12 flips in one media strategy to reach the elusive muesli consumer. Let's play the AV to take you through the 12 flips, which helped us net the big trophy fish in deep sea.
Deep diving into the 12 flips. Just awareness to demystification. We analyzed search insights and learned there was a need for category education. The thematic asset was created to demystify Kellogg's Muesli by educating consumers on the nutrition and convenience packed in each bowl of muesli.
ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाती हो?
Kellogg's Muesli. 12 grains, fruits, nuts and seeds की एनर्जी वाला मेरा पावर ब्रेकफास्ट. न्यू Kellogg's Muesli. तो आपने किया पावर ब्रेकफास्ट. Just moms to urban working adults. Moms have been known to be sole nutrition providers. But the muesli consumer is the working adult who looks after their own nutritional needs. Correct spell to misspelled words. Muesli is often misspelled as muesli, musali, muesli on search. Instead of bidding only on generic and competition keywords, we bid on misspelled words, which was less than half the cost. Further, targeting this user behavior across both AWOD and SWOD, we got Ranveer Shori in the Big Boss house to mispronounce muesli and educate audiences on the correct pronunciation.
Kellogg's Muesli है एक 12-in-1 power breakfast. Wow! इसमें है goodness of grains, fruits, nuts and seeds. जो दे energy को kickstart your day.
मुझे बुरा लग रहा है मैंने मूसली की जगह मूसेली बोल दिया.
कोई बात नहीं. We leveraged SWOD by integrating the brand into relevant shows on OTT, including the freemium content. Add content to recipe-led content aiding search engine optimization. In response to high-volume user queries, curated content on relevant muesli recipes that was distributed across owned and earned platforms, including influencers, to ensure we dominated search ranking. Linear TV to connected TV. Muesli consumers are cord cutters and light TV viewers. Hence, we maximized presence on connected TV with both thematic ad and home screen 3D anamorphic video innovations. We then retargeted these connected TV viewers on mobile through their home Wi-Fi IP address and nudged them to purchase. Affinity audience to shopper audiences. From large affinity to deterministic shopper audiences of category and source of growth categories from e-com platforms connected via CPaaS and PPA on Meta and custom audience on Google. From demo audiences to breakfast consumers on QSR platforms. With the help of Swiggy and Zomato, we defined a custom cohort, the Breakfast Club. These were convenience breakfast consumers who were ordering meals between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Content to commerce. KOLs on Instagram and marketplaces integrated the brand in their content, nudging their followers to try Kellogg's Muesli 12 in 1.
Kellogg's Muesli का 12 in 1 पावर ब्रेकफास्ट खा लिया है। इसके अंदर मल्टीग्रेन्स, फ्रूट्स, नट्स, सीड्स सब आ गया। बादाम भी था इसमें। बोले जय श्री कृष्णा।
Traditional out of home to digital out of home. Digital out of home ads served during evening time bans reminded commuters to start their day tomorrow with a power-packed breakfast. FM radio to audio streaming. On Spotify, we contextually captured their breakfast time with Muesli mornings with branded playlists among premium subscribers. E-commerce to also quick commerce. Urban consumers have rapidly adopted quick commerce as convenience has become key. We activated search suggestions contextually to showcase a video and with a clickable carousel of Kellogg's Muesli below the search bar. Here again, we restricted advertising to key time bands from morning 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and evening 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., being salient when most relevant. We targeted audiences with breakfast items added to their cart. On checkout page, Kellogg's Muesli was recommended if items like milk, toast, and eggs were added to cart. Virtual combos with complementary products. Epigamia Kellogg's Muesli joined for the perfect breakfast virtual combo. On ground to phygital sampling. On quick commerce, we categorized transacting audiences by adding Kellogg's Muesli trial packs to their order delivery. We literally flipped the category codes with wins across brand, business, and consumer metrics with increased household penetration and business growth. New Kellogg's Muesli. तो आपने किया Power Breakfast.
Just to reiterate, our 12 flips also flipped the results with best ever spontaneous awareness score of 42% and new household gains by 178 basis points, leading to value and volume growth of more than 300 basis points. A unique approach of flip the funnel to find the elusive muesli consumer has been acknowledged across forums nationally and globally. So respected judges, next time you're looking for a power breakfast, remember Kellogg's Muesli with a power of 12 ingredients in one pack. And the correct spelling of muesli is M-U-E-S-L-I. That's muesli. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID 925, Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Hello. I hope my video is visible.
Yes.
You can see me on camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, just 1 second. I hope you can see the full screen and not the notes.
Yes, it is full screen.
Can I start now?
You can start.
Okay. Hello, judges. I am Dhairya Jadeja, and I'll be talking to you about how we got Indians to be generous, once again with a Cadbury. Before we start, I would like you to recognize the following individuals. Difficult to guess, right? but these individuals can be easily recognized. Cheers rise high with the hero's name, although the first coach's name a fading flame. It is time to celebrate the first coaches and bring them fame. Cadbury Dairy Milk saw it fitting to bring fame to the first coaches, as we had already commenced the journey of melting the implicit power distance in India by encouraging Indians to acknowledge the unacknowledged. We were already in the 5th year of making India generous with our generosity campaign and wanted to further accelerate the generosity proposition while driving the business and penetration for the brand. For the ones who are forgotten, the ones from whom all the success stories began, we not only wanted to acknowledge them, but celebrate them. Cadbury presents Thank You First Coach.
तर एका दिवशी ह्याचे आई वडील त्याला घेऊन आले मैदानामध्ये संध्याकाळचे. तो वेगळाच वाटत होता की सारखं खेळायचंय फक्त हा प्रकार होता त्याकडे. बोललो ठीक आहे, बोललो सोडून द्या त्याला, बोललो बघूया.
ಸರ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಐ ಸಾ ಅ ಬಾಯ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಹರು ಮೈದಾನ್. ಆ ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಈ ದಿವಸದವರೆಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡಿಕೊಂಡೇ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅವನೇ KL ರಾಹುಲ್.
एक दिवस मीच मुद्दाम त्याला विचारलं, बोललो सूर्या किधर जाना है? सर बोलतो इंडिया खेलना है.
ಅವನು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಮೋಷನಲ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಪೇಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಬೈ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ इंडिया कॅप. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತದೆ.
आणि ते फॅक्टच आहे, पण एवढा मोठा रिस्पेक्ट आहे ना त्याच्यामुळे की विचारून सोय नाही. जेव्हा मी रस्त्यावर जायचो कधी, ते सगळ्यांनी जेव्हा फोटो बघायचो ना, तर मला त्याच्यात बघायला आवडायचं सूर्याला, कधी दिसेल म्हणून. मी घरी येऊन सांगितलं, बोललो सूर्या बॅनर फोटोमध्ये. एवढा खुश झालं होतं ना की बस रे बस. आणि माझं ते होतं पहिल्यापासून की मला सूर्याला तिकडे बघायचं होतं. ते मी अचीव केलं होतं आणि त्याच्यामुळे
रिश्ता वो जिसका मोलना लफ्जों में मुश्किल तोलना, उस रिश्ते का शुक्रिया शुक्रिया शुक्रिया, एक मीठा सा शुक्रिया.
कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए.
शुक्रिया.
Phenomenal idea, right? To give scale to this idea, we needed something big. And what better than cricket and the biggest sporting event in India, the Indian Premier League. We took scale factor as seriously as a batting first team aiming for a big total. And just like putting runs on the board requires strong partnerships, we knew strategic collaborations were essential for reaching billions of hearts during the IPL. We forged meaningful connections with the heart of cricketing community. First, we teamed up with two of the most popular IPL teams, Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants. This helped us gain access to players, authentic stories, and their massive fan bases. We also collaborated directly with their first coaches, capturing valuable insights and heartfelt narratives. Finally, our partnership with media powerhouses, Star Sports and Jio Cinema. This allowed us to seamlessly integrate our campaign message into the IPL viewing experience, reaching millions of cricket enthusiasts. Our media approach was built on two pillars, storytelling and story doing. Storytelling to ignite the spark of gratitude, story doing to empower acts of generosity. We established broad reach through primary media platforms and amplified our presence, leveraging the high impact inventory of the IPL. Innovative contextual placements like Aston bands appeared during the live games, added a personal touch, thanking the player's first coach in real time. We knew Timing, just like in cricket, is everything. We timed our movement marketing perfectly. Partnering with Sportskeeda, we added each player's first coach names to their profile, giving these unsung heroes the recognition they deserve. Own search conversations around the IPL, cricket, and player names through Google Search Hijack. After every IPL game, we celebrated match heroes, thanking their first coaches with RVCJ, adding a twist of gratitude to trending topics on social media. Words inspire, but actions resonate. To truly empower acts of appreciation, we went beyond traditional storytelling and embraced story doing. We partnered with prominent cricketers to share heartfelt stories of gratitude during the live IPL broadcast, creating emotional moments that resonated with millions. Extending beyond cricket, we collaborated with sporting heroes from other disciplines to join our movement.
छोटा हाइट है, छोटी हूँ, लेकिन अंदर में वो कॉन्फिडेंस है, मुझे कर पाऊंगी.
I would not be anywhere close to where I am right now if not for the things you have taught me and the base you have created for me. So, thank you so much.
This demonstrated the power of mentorship. This demonstrated the power of mentorship transcends boundaries and unites us all in appreciation. We surprised and delighted coaches with heartfelt in-flight announcements, thanking them for their dedication. 30,000 feet in the air when we took our coaches to watch their players.
We request everyone to join us in thanking him for discovering Amit Mishra's talent first.
We partnered with Air India Express and promoted this on social media with the help of Brute. We fueled generosity through our Blinkit activation, enabling shoppers to send personalized thank you first coach packs and messages. And we sparked a social movement on Instagram, encouraging nationwide participation by sharing childhood photos with coaches using the Add Yours feature. Because just like in cricket, a winning campaign needs both storytelling and story doing. Let's have a look at the results. With equally impressive reach and engagement figures, Thank You First Coach became a nationwide phenomenon. Reaching a staggering 196 million people, we saw a 15% boost in top of mind awareness and ignited over 3.4 million heartwarming social interactions on social media. But the impact of Thank You First Coach extended beyond heartwarming stories. It drove tangible business results. Our sales soared by 16% compared to 2023. Market penetration expanded by an impressive 28%, and we achieved a 2.3x increase in add-to-cart rates on quick commerce platforms, shattering all industry benchmarks. While brands were focusing on central sponsorships, we focused on partnering with top IPL teams. Instead of simply featuring star cricketers, we celebrated the unsung heroes of our heroes. While other brands focused on storytelling and promoting their brands, we gave equal importance to story doing. This differentiated approach drove an inherent behavioral change. Cadbury Dairy Milk puts its meetha where its heart is, maximizing its marketing budget on the real heroes and reaping sweet rewards. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next presentation, entry ID 964, Netflix.
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible. Can you please share the computer sound?
Okay, one second. Yes, I'm ready to start.
You can start now.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pranjali Singh, and I'm here to present the case study on Murder Mubarak. At the start of 2024, we got a brief for a film which had got top-notch ensemble cast. It was a murder mystery like never created before. It was none other than Murder Mubarak. Murder Mubarak is a whodunit film set in the glossy and glamorous world of an elite club where there is a cop who turns the spotlight on an array of suspects in a murder investigation case. The brief to us was very simple. We had to bring attention to those 7 suspects and a cop. Therefore, the task for us was to create excitement for the title and re-engage existing subscribers while simultaneously attracting new viewers to the platform. Now, one would have imagined that being Netflix, we had huge budgets to market such a blockbuster film. It was a seemingly interesting film, had a stellar cast, had a murder mystery. So no challenges, right? But guess what? We had a shoestring budget for the first big release of the year 2024. To outline our challenges, firstly, we had to give equal importance to the actors from the ensemble. But we were given just one creative, that is a trailer. Hence, running 8 different pieces of content focusing on those stars was not feasible. Secondly, we had a limited budget. So doing 1,000 GRPs TV plan or a big fat YouTube campaign was not feasible. Launch was right in middle of IPL, but being present on IPL was just next to impossible due to monies at hand. Lastly, we had to target Gen Z, who prefer short and engaging content and have a shorter attention span. It is also a generation that skips, blocks, or ignores ads. Also, they follow 2 ends of the spectrum. The mega stars like Shah Rukh, Allu Arjun, or influencers like Prajakta Kohli and Kusha Kapila over actors. The biggest consumer insight that we unlocked is that Gen Zs love a participatory experience. They are interested in fan theories and hidden plots. So, we wanted to mirror that same experience through our promotions by involving them in solving a crime and create excitement in their mind. For that, we adopted the Rashomon effect theory, in which individuals have contradictory interpretations, providing very different perspectives of the same incident. In simple words, it means different sides of the same story. Marrying our consumer insight with Rashomon theory, we arrived at media mystery strategy to appeal to Gen Z. We used a 3-pronged approach for media mystery strategy. It excited the audience and focused on StarCast while creating engagement across each touchpoint. Our strategy was based on 3 pillars. Firstly, we used a platform which all of us use every day, WhatsApp. WhatsApp serves as a direct communication and engagement channel. Secondly, we wanted something that is future forward. AI ensures that each interaction is personalized and data driven. Lastly, we had to keep the activations open to interpretations to generate participation, allowing our audience to interact with multiple views of a single event. We presented the audience with all the clues, just as the characters in the story see them. We started with WhatsApp chatbot. We integrated the WhatsApp chatbot with the Murder Mubarak investigation narrative to enhance user engagement and generate buzz by inviting them to guess the killer. Then, we partnered with mCanvas to create a rich media interscroller ad unit using motion detection, allowing users to interact with suspects by tilting their devices and revealing clues. Lastly, digital outdoor platforms were picked to feature real-time live voting, enabling participants in the investigation. This was first of its kind innovation. Let me take you through the AV to showcase what we did.
Netflix kicked off 2024 with Murder Mubarak, a gripping whodunit featuring a stellar ensemble cast. But in a year packed with content and a limited marketing budget, we faced a major challenge. How do we make this film unmissable? How do we turn passive viewers into active participants? How do we cut through the noise and drive engagement? Our strategy was simple, based on consumer insight of building curiosity. Media mystery strategy, where every audience member became a detective, was seamlessly integrated with AI. We began with making every viewer a detective. We launched the Murder Mubarak investigation with a trailer and a call to action. A live poll where audiences helped ACP Bhavani Singh crack the case. On WhatsApp, AI was embedded within the chatbot, creating dynamic interactions based on user responses. It guided users through the investigation and kept them engaged with personalized content recommendations, where viewers voted on suspects, debated motives, and unraveled the mystery in real time. This wasn't just passive marketing. It was an invitation to play detective. We then turned phones into crime lads. We created M-Canvas interactive ads, but not just any ads. Using motion detection technology, we let users tilt their phones to scan through suspects, uncover hidden clues, and deepen the mystery. Each ad felt like an interactive crime scene, pulling audiences straight into the investigation. We fueled the FOMO on social media. We turned social media into a crime board. Every new clue, suspect update, and fan theory sparked conversations on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The more people engaged, the more they wanted in. Soon, everyone was racing to solve the case before the film even dropped, and finally took the investigation to the streets. We took it one step further with live voting on digital billboards, a first-of-its-kind activation. Giant digital billboards displayed real-time suspect rankings, letting people track votes, speculate, and engage with the investigation in the real world. We delivered results that killed it, figuratively, of course. 165 million reached, with over 1 lakh direct engagements or investigations. Netflix's monthly active users, MAUs, increased by 9% post-campaign. Users spent an average of 11.59 seconds per ad, surpassing benchmarks. 15 million impressions and 730,000 unique interactions. 4.46% engagement rate, more than double the industry standard. By the time Murder Mubarak premiered, audiences were already hooked. We didn't just market a film, we made it an event. A mystery they couldn't ignore, a case they had to solve, and an experience they won't forget. Netflix set the stage. We turned the audience into detectives, and together we cracked the case with a bang.
So, what makes our strategy innovative and differentiated? In the world of lower attention span and ad blocking, we were able to draw Gen Z's attention by involving them in solving a murder crime through our media mystery strategy by leveraging AI. And that is how we created excitement in audience's mind before the release of the film. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Ad Club.
Smita, can you announce the next presentation?
The next presentation is entry ID 96645.
Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. Just following the ritual. Is my screen visible? Audio, video is up to the mark?
Yes, everything is good to go.
Sorry?
Everything is fine.
Oh, great, great, great. Thank you.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, jury. So I'm Varun, and today I'll be narrating a story about a love affair between an app and its users. So let me begin the background first. The protagonists of the stories are Gen Zs. They're all over the internet. But let me tell you how they are relevant for our character lineup. So if you look at the numbers, Gen Z play a very crucial role in our business data, not only for us, but also in the overall category scenario. Currently, there are 87% Gen Zs in the music streaming world. Also, within our first party data cohort, 70% of the users on the app are Gen Zs. And with the premium subs, they are about 60%. Now, let me give you a perspective how a Gen Z behaves. For generation, the concept of comfort and emotional connection was largely limited to human relationship. Friends, family, your communities formed the core of our emotional support system. Millennials, which is us, is very similar to the generation before us, as we find solace in face-to-face conversation, shared experience, and personal interactions with those who understand us the best. However, with the rise of Gen Z, the definition of being understood has expanded far beyond traditional human relationships. While friends and family still hold significance, there is a new addition in their trusted circle, which is technology. Their smartphones, favorite apps, and AI-driven platforms have become key ingredient deeply integrated in their daily lives. Therefore, Gen Z's preference on technology is not just about convenience, it's about connection. So, like any other relationship, this isn't entirely smooth. And dynamic between one of the Gen Z's favorite app and its user is no exceptions. Like any other relationship, it also has its highs and lows, shaped by evolving expectation, occasional disappointments, and the moment of deep engagement, which highlights the hyper-connected lifestyle of Gen Zs. At Spotify, the story is more or less the same. We take pride on being more than just a music streaming platform. We recognize that every user is unique with their own preferences, moods, and habits. That's why we don't just serve music, we craft personalized experiences so that it feels like it's just made for you. Because in any successful partnership, understanding is the key. And for us, our listeners aren't just consumers, there are partners in the journey of sound and discovery. The best way to understand a partner is to truly know them, their likes, their evolving taste, and the emotions, which can be expressed via music. This is where the magic of data and prediction comes into picture as we aim to serve the music that they crave for. Because the best kind of partnership is when both the sides are feel seen, heard, and understood. So first party data and relevant audience cohort play a crucial role by leveraging insights directly from user interaction, listening behavior, playlist preferences, mood-based selections, and engagement patterns. We gain a real-time, authentic understanding of what resonates with our audiences. However, understanding an audience isn't all. It's about contextual intelligence. Therefore, by layering this data with Gen Z insight, with which we were able to craft an experience that speaks their language because their music choices are deeply tied to their mood, aspiration, and identities, making them a unique and a dynamic audience to engage with. So the first cohort to which we looked at is our first party audience or first party data, where our MAUs about 87 million. These are active users on the platform, and from the analysis, we know that someone who has experienced the platform has a higher probability to convert. This is also because our engagement from free users to premium is 10x better than users which directly convert to premium. We then overlapped it with the high engaged users on the platform. It's a subset of our mouse, but adding an additional layer to that data helped us to build frequency. It also helped us to build consideration within this segment because our free high engaged users engage 8x more than our overall MAU. So, as I've mentioned earlier, Gen Z insight, it's a unique behavior which we have observed, which is Gen Z and money. It's like a toxic relationship still. They want nice things, but their wallet says not allowed. This is the generation that will spend 20 minutes haunting for a discount code on a 500 rupees order. They are ready to buy high priced concert tickets, but then they can survive on Maggie for a week to balance the budget. But don't mistake them for being cheap. Gen Z will gladly pay extra for anything which they believe has value. Therefore, moral of the story is if you want their bucks, give them a deal. They would love that. So with these three cohorts, they were our major weapons in our arsenal, where we know MAUs have 45% conversion rate, high engaged users, which is somebody who has spent more than 12 months on Spotify, has an engagement rate of 65%, and deal seekers with a conversion rate of 35%. We went after them as they had a highest probability to convert. With this understanding, we built our comms with an offer our audiences couldn't refuse, which was a 3-month Spotify premium offer for just 59. Then we looked at our channels of distribution, where we have used high reach and frequency platforms, our base platforms, which were Meta, YouTube, and DV, with an overlap of deal seeking audiences on Blinkit, Zepto, etc. And in addition, we added a long tail approach with these audiences on platforms like Truecaller, Book My Show, and X to drive urgency in the last phase of the campaign. Now let's look at the AV, which will follow now.
The music streaming industry is booming, and India is at the center of it all. Millions of users, countless choices, but with competition louder than ever, we wanted to understand, how can we make Spotify stand out? For Spotify, the challenge wasn't just acquiring new users. It was to transform the customer base from casual listeners into premium users by offering more than just songs, but delivering an uninterrupted, immersive escape, all while reducing the acquisition costs. The breakthrough? Instead of simply pushing ads, Spotify used first-party data to identify key users who are most likely to upgrade, who was listening but not upgrading, the fans who needed a reason to upgrade, and the ones just waiting for the right offer. A phased media plan with YouTube, Meta, TV, and Snapchat led the users to an irresistible offer. The impact of the campaign was phenomenal. Using high reach and actionability-led platforms to hyper-targeted placements, Spotify optimized every marketing dollar spent to garner over 800 million impressions, resulting in a reach of 85% at 14 frequency, leading to 15 million plus clicks at a 1.79% CTR. Ultimately adding more than 600,000 new subscribers, all while making the subscriber acquisition cost 60% more efficient than planned, the lowest in Spotify India's history. This wasn't just a campaign. It was proof that first-party data, when used right, does not just optimize marketing, it transforms it beyond the playlist into a future where data isn't just collected, it's harnessed to build, to convert, to lead.
So if we will talk about the results, we got Cupid blushing with our fans' commitment. We got, with these efforts, we got 635 new subscribers, where we got 15K daily acquisitions. Subscriber acquisition cost was 60% lower than our previous campaigns, and the subs which we added were 8x more than the organic trajectory. We played a game with caution as we believe our audience has a very short attention span. It's also because Gen Z is not just a demographic, they are a mindset. Mic drop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There is the around 1500 entries.
Next presentation, entry ID 932, Cadbury James. How about your presenter?
Hi. Hello, everyone. Just give me a minute. I'll be sharing my screen.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Hope it's not in the presenter mode.
Yes. No. That's good to go. Good to go.
Hi, everyone. This is Shreya Mishra, and today I'll be taking you. Sorry, I think so. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute.
Okay, you can restart. Okay, fine, no problem.
Is my screen visible again?
Yes. You're
And
ready?
it's not in the presenter mode.
Yes, you can start now.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is Shreya Mishra, and today I'll be taking you through a small journey back in my bachpan. Oof, the wave of nostalgia that hits me every time I see these pictures. Those birthday parties with koi bags, painting, drawing, cycling. I can go on and on and on. But today, when I see my niece and nephews, this is their childhood, how it looks like. Actually, wait, let me add the most important part of their childhood, the screens. Yes, their entire childhood is practically on screen. Can you believe there's an app for blowing birthday candles as well? Yeah, वो तो छोड़ देते real experience के लिए. Because of which, the overall average screen time of children today is 3 to 4 hours per day. And the screen time starts at the age of 10 months. That's right. Just to put into perspective, that's even before they have learned to talk or walk. But is the screen time the only problem? Actually, not. Studies suggest that screen time is regulated. Parents are equally concerned about their kids' screen time due to its impact on their physical and mental development. But what about the content? Let me show you the kind of content the kids are exposed to these days. Do you want to know the impact of this on kids? Wasn't that uncomfortable? These kids don't even know the meaning of these songs. I mean, it's not even cringe. It just felt so wrong to watch that. Can you imagine, as a parent, that someone's child is actually dancing to these songs? And this content is all over social media today. People are even using this to perform during annual days and family functions. And you know what the worst part is? It is being viewed by millions of people, and they are calling this content as cute. The problem here is that the kids love music and dancing, but then there is no age appropriate music for them. It's either nursery rhymes or adult music. There aren't any songs like Lakdi Ki Kathi made anymore. So, what can they even do? Cadbury Gems saw this gap and as a brand who has always encouraged kids to be creative and think out of the box, decided to create age appropriate music for kids. But in a competitive landscape, a brand committed to responsible marketing to kids, we knew we had to innovate. Inspired by the colorful and full of fun Cadbury Gems buttons, the brand launched My Masti, My Music, where the kids could create their own tunes and finally have a playlist of their own. Let's have a look on how we did it.
Cadbury Gems presents My Masti, My Music. We made a website where kids could create their own songs to dance to. How? We'll let an award-winning music director explain.
My challenge while creating this website was to make sure that no matter what the kids created, the outcome was always enjoyable. To do so, we took one element of a song and connected it to one color of gem. For example, red could be bass, beats could be orange, vocal elements could be purple, and each of these colors had 8 to 9 underlying loops. and all these loops had to complement each other when being clicked upon. We had to make sure that they were in one single key and one single tempo, so that no matter what the kid selects as an iteration, the outcome was always a banger.
But kids aren't musical geniuses. So all they had to do was mix and match their favorite colors to drop those hits.
So this took care of the music. But what about dance? Unfortunately, the kids still knew the steps to Chikni Chameli and Mudni Badna. So, to inspire the kids, we got their favorite dancing superstar, Tiger Shroff. Kids loved his dance moves. To get this music rolling, we orchestrated a media symphony in 3 distinct movements. Reach, to capture the attention of our core TG, to create relevance by connecting to parents and showing them why it matters, and to build resonance for leaving a long-lasting impact. While being in line with our marketing to kids policy, we strategically placed our campaign within content specifically chosen for its appeal to both kids and parents. This targeted approach ensured that our message was reaching the right audience at the right time. The next stop was to find our audience during their favorite activity on screen, gaming. We strategically placed our campaign within kids' top games on their parents' devices. To build genuine consideration and relevance, we knew we had to connect with both kids and parents, each with a tailored approach. While we were reaching kids during their limited screen time, for parents, we crafted targeted messaging, especially for the music and the dance-loving parents. Next, we diversified our media beyond traditional channels. We strategically placed ads with a variety of apps, strategically placed ads within a variety of apps that parents frequently use for grocery shopping, payments, and entertainment. This multi-platform approach ensured our message was seen by everyone. Next, we collaborated with mom across key markets of Cadbury Gem, who shared their experience of creating tunes with their kids.
Catchy tune, na? Guess what? This tune was made by my little one and she's only 7. Can you believe it? So this is what happened. The other day, my kids and I were looking for music to dance to, but all the songs were for adults and not exactly age appropriate, you know. That's when I realized that kids don't have the kind of music they should really be listening to. And then I found Cadbury Gems.
Gaining access to WhatsApp community was a game changer. We shared the kids' original tunes within this close-knitted groups, and the response was incredible. Moms were inspired to share their own children creating music, in turn amplifying the campaign's reach and impact. To build further relevance, we integrated the messaging in kids' talent shows across key markets. We wanted to make engagement effortless and enjoyable. So instead of redirecting our audience, we brought the experience directly to them. This practical strategy reduced drop-off, guaranteed a smooth experience, and enabled users to engage with the campaign without missing a beat. We literally brought the campaign to life by creating interactive zones across 10 malls in top metros. But hold on, there was more. To keep that creative fire blazing, we went big. We didn't just reward few winners, we surprised 100 lucky winners every single week with musical instruments of their dreams. That's right, a symphony of prizes to fuel a symphony of talent. And all this led to creation of 800,000 tunes, that is 10,000 hours of fun musical tunes by kids. Tiger Shroff moves on the specially curated music by kids had them loving it. The video was instantly loved by everyone, garnering 15 million views. But the music didn't stop there. We saw a 20% uplift in sales, 11% growth in brand growth versus last year, and 2.5 percentage points increase in our market penetration. That's the power of music in action, driving real business results. However, the problems still persist. But as a brand, we are committed to drive meaningful change. And while this is just a small step in retaining what's left of their childhood, we hope more brands come forward together for this cause. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next presentation, 967, entry ID, Spotify.
Hello. Can someone please confirm if you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but your presentation is not on full screen.
Is it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
Your
everyone.
time starts now. All the
Hello,
best.
everyone. Good evening. I'm Ronald Fernandez, and I'm here to take you through the case study for Spotify Hook campaign. I know it's almost the end of day. Will try my best to keep you all hooked during the next 10 minutes at my disposal. Let's uncover the story of how Hooked grew beyond just playlist. In today's fast-paced digital world, audio consumers have countless music streaming options. Consumers are overwhelmed with the array of music streaming choices, due to which the audio streaming category always focuses on keeping up with the changing choices and refreshing its content at a breakneck pace to retain the interest of its core audience. The audience whom we are going after is succumbed with a plethora of digital content over the internet. It's the Gen Z whom consume them. While attention span reduces within this TG, they're still the same consumer who's eager to explore, thrives on flexibility, with ever-evolving identities and beliefs, embraces personalization, and is seeking experiences that matches their persona. Spotify, the music leader in streaming, faced a challenge. Their growth was plateaued and MAUs were stagnating. Going back to the drawing board, what was there at their disposal was Spotify's data reservoir. Being the leader in audio streaming, they were sitting with a plethora of first-party data. Hooked was engineered to revitalize Spotify. We married personal audio preferences with platform power and understood users were craving for tailored experiences. Utilizing Spotify's unique personalization feature, Hook campaign had emerged. The Spotify that reflects you. The campaign aimed at re-engaging with users, attracting newer ones, and reinforcing Spotify's position as the ultimate music discovery platform. Spotify's winning strategy was based on precision personalization. Decoding this strategy, personalized playlist was the core element made for you playlist. Hyper-targeted messages to specific audiences during various moods throughout the day with actionable creatives to go check out the playlist created just for you. We have our internal customer data platform, which is mParticle. When we sliced and diced the data, we got to know that there are three major cohorts that had the highest potential to convert and drive consumption. The three audience sets are Spotify engaged users, which is monthly active users and last 60 days active audiences. Lapsed users, audiences who had stopped interacting for the past month, and Gen Z based audiences to cater to the ever evolving content consumption nature. A strong call to action encouraging users to explore personalized playlists that suited their moods. Each creative was tailored to specific audience segment. This precise targeting helped increase relevance and engagement. When targeting students during exam time, there are two types of students. One who loves listening to something peppy, a rock music or a hip hop to curb their anxiety. The other personality is someone who listens to a Hanuman Chalisa or religious hymn before entering his exam. When it comes to midnight mix, some of us love to listen soft calming music to have a good night's sleep, while some of us love to party the entire night. Similarly, when it comes to romantic mixes, there are audiences who love the lovey-dovey romantic songs, when there are some who believe in self-love and groove to the tunes while lifting heavy weights. We targeted these audience sets on YouTube and Facebook, catering to wider audience reach. We use short vertical videos to target users on Snapchat and Instagram Reels. To reach audiences across diverse digital platforms, we targeted gamers on Ad Colony and digital payment users on Paytm. These videos were targeted in 4 different languages in order to reach audiences with different listening preferences. The content resonated well with the audience by getting us great CTR and BTR deliveries in terms of media metrics. We'll take you through the AV to envisage the campaign better.
Music isn't just a sound, it's a feeling, a pulse, a rhythm that moves you. And Spotify? It makes it personal. But what happens when that rhythm fades? With engagement hitting a flat note, we needed a game changer. Enter Hooked, a campaign built to reel users back in, keep them engaged, and make every moment hit just right. We locked in on 3 key groups: active users, lapsed users, and Gen Z, the digital natives who don't just consume content, they live it. So what did we do? We flipped personalization into the ultimate power move, harnessing data to crop the perfect made-for-you playlist for every vibe, every moment, every user. And to make sure they felt it, we went straight to their digital playgrounds. YouTube, precision-targeted ads in both skippable and non-skippable formats. Snapchat, snappy, high-energy bursts designed to stop Gen Z mid-scroll. Paytm and Ad Colony, video-driven activations for deep immersive engagement. But this wasn't just about running ads. It was about creating action. Every creative packed a punch with a bold CTA, pushing users to hit play on their perfect playlist. The impact? A 2 million MAU surge, a 3% drop in churn, and a jaw-dropping 40 million app installs. And the real mic drop? Daily searches for mixes exploded. Users weren't just listening, they were hooked. With 114 million people reached and 2.3 billion impressions delivered, Hooked wasn't just a campaign, it was a cultural movement. By turning personalization into an experience, Spotify didn't just bring users back, it made them stay, vibe, and never hit pause again.
The campaign didn't just move media numbers, but hooked them beyond. The campaign observed an increase in searches for personalized mixes from 120 to 2,800 on a daily basis. Plus 300 BPS growth in activation and reactivation audiences. By activation, we mean new digital signature who have started using Spotify. And by reactivation, we mean an old digital signature who was not active for the last 30 days has started using Spotify. Plus 300 BPS improvement in churn rate, an indicator of better audience retention on Spotify. A 2 million growth in monthly active users. And 1.9 million audience streaming personalized mixes. Hook campaign did not just prove engagement, but as well increased user growth, reduced churn, and solidified Spotify's music discovery leadership. Like we just witnessed, Hook wasn't just a campaign, but the ultimate personalized revolution. I hope I was able to keep you guys hooked. Have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
So, Nitin, does that conclude the session?
No, sir, there is one more presentation.
One more.
Yes. And the last presentation is currently MV 959 Viacom Motion Pictures. And before we start, a request to all the presenters. Once your presentation is done, please do leave this meeting. And you can watch this live on YouTube. Thank you. Mitali, you haven't shared your computer sound. And it's not on full screen as well. Hello? You're on mute, Mitali. Hello?
Yes, the next presentation last. Entry ID 959, Viacom 18 Motion Pictures. Over to speak, presenter.
Mitali, are you facing any issue?
Can you hear me now? Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe the screen is visible to you.
Yes.
The full screen? Oh, great. I'm sorry about the inconvenience.
All right, your time starts now. All the best.
Great, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I am Mitali Joshi, here to present Best Digital Strategy for the campaign Be a Fighter. This isn't Top Gun. This isn't a Hollywood movie. This is India's first ever aerial combat film. For the first time, Indian cinema took audiences beyond the battlefield, into the skies, where speed, precision, and courage decide the fate of a mission. This is Fighter, the cinematic revolution that put India's Air Force and its daredevil pilots front and center, delivering an action experience like never before. Bollywood has long been a powerhouse of action on land, but there is one frontier that has remained largely unexplored: the sky. While Bollywood has touched upon aerial sequences in the past, it has never fully embraced the high stakes world of aerial combat. And that is what sets Fighter apart. It captured the immersive spectacle of real aerial warfare for the first time. This wasn't just CGI heavy fantasy. This was authentic. Real world jet maneuvers, airstrike formations, and combat strategy developed with guidance from the Indian Air Force. 2023 was a golden year for Hindi cinema. Movies like Jawan, Pathan, Oh My God 2 redefined box office success, and the energy in the industry was palpable. The momentum of these successes was in the rearview mirror as we geared up to launch Fighter in January 2024. And we needed a strategy that would keep pace, break barriers, and take off just like a fighter jet. And so we set out on a very audacious mission: 100 crore takeoff on opening weekend. We did not just want to land the movie at the box office, we wanted it to break through the atmosphere. This meant crafting a campaign with the perfect turbulence of buzz and chatter both, so that the moment the wheels touched the runway, theaters would be packed. And we had the perfect storm of star, sensation, and story. The fusion of Ritik and Deepika, paired together for the first time ever, brought a level of star power that takes us into an uncharted airspace. A patriotic narrative with a realistic portrayal of the Pulwama attack, along with a tribute to our Indian Air Force, and the breathtaking aerial sensation to create a cinematic experience that left the audience breathless and yearning for more. We needed to craft a strategy that perfectly blended star power, patriotic storytelling, and a thrilling portrayal of aerial combat, creating a compelling formula to draw diverse audiences into the theater. To convert this winning formula into blockbuster opening, we designed the flywheel marketing model that revolves around the core elements of attract, engage, and delight. The first step in our strategy was to attract movie lovers by capitalizing on the star power of Ritik and Deepika, whose pairing alone generated excitement. In the second week of December, our focus shifted to offering an engaging experience to our audience by bringing alive the aerial essence of the film to life. We immerse the audiences in the world of an Indian Air Force and the sensation of aerial warfare. The final leg, leading up to the release on January 25th, just a day before Republic Day, was all about delighting the audience with the movie's powerful patriotic narrative and igniting national pride like never before. We strategically phased out the campaign, leveraging the strength of stars, sensation, and story through a tailored digital strategy and innovative digital formats in each phase of the campaign. Now, let us take off and navigate through our 90 days of digital push, showcasing how we executed our strategy with strikes of precision to achieve our mission of 100 crore opening weekend.
As 2024 began, Viacom 18 Studios was set to launch Fighter, an adrenaline-fueled action film unlike anything seen before in Indian cinema. With a star-studded cast, cutting-edge aerial combat storyline, and a sensational patriotic core, Fighter had all the ingredients for success. Our digital strategy not only aimed at building anticipation, but also ensure 100 crore weekend. Across 3 months, we extended the 3 core elements to form the 3 levers of the flywheel marketing model. The first leg was all about star attraction. We kicked off our campaign with release date announcement and the character reveal across highly consumed platforms. The teaser launch across digital platforms, focusing on the lead pair, Hrithik and Deepika, stormed the internet. It was amplified by creator collaborations, racking up 74 million views in 24 hours and trended at #1 for 3 days. As the holiday season kicked in, we turned up the heat by dropping one of its hit songs. Social media exploded with the magic of Hrithik and Deepika's chemistry, leaving the fans in a frenzy. This buzz generated over 2 million conversations and set the stage for the next phase of our strategy, which was to get audiences engaged with our next core element, the movie's sensational aerial combat action. We channelized all the social chatter and inquisitiveness about the movie on Be a Fighter, a first-of-its-kind engagement hub on Meta, where fans connected with the stars and exchanged over 10 million messages. This social media initiative aimed at familiarizing fans with the movie characters and the role they play in the armed forces. Across 6 weeks, this record-breaking platform kept fans engaged via conversational chatbot that seamlessly tied user journey across Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Click-to-message ads where the StarCast invited fans to chat with them. Trainee pilot badges were offered to enhance their bragging value. An immersive AR experience which finally culminated into a ticket booking opportunity. And lastly, we created a sense of delight for our patriotic story. Just closer to the launch surrounding Republic Day, we came up with Thank You Fighter campaign. Handwritten letter from 300 schools across 23 states, where students and citizens alike expressed their gratitude to the nation's air warriors.
I want to thank you for your hard work. Life is nothing without you. You have fought for us.
Hrithik Roshan and Anil Kapoor personally delivered these heartfelt messages to the Indian Air Force officers. We then unleashed our high adrenaline trailer, which shattered records by garnering 102 million views, breaking Pathan's record and trending for more than 2 days. High-impact properties with a patriotic theme across news and entertainment platforms piqued anticipation for the movie. This, along with strong presence across ticketing apps, set the advance booking blazing. Our digital campaign garnered 800 million impressions, with a unique reach of 247 million and engaging over 70 million audiences. While our paid media campaign contributed to some phenomenal numbers, our engagement campaign on Meta went on to become the largest case study for entertainment category in India. Opening weekend business exceeded estimations by 15%, and most importantly, a 150 plus crore box office triumph, where digital strategy played a crucial role in transforming Fighter from a film to a phenomenon.
Now, as we bring this mission to a close, it is clear we have soared above challenges, maintained altitude through the turbulence, and hit our target with pinpoint accuracy. With our objective achieved, mission accomplished, here is returning to base until next time. Jai Hind.